Alright, this is Redneckcryptid and I am back streaming with the Outer Worlds. Um, my last video, I'm going to have to catch you up because I had no sound. Of course, did graphics card update and all that good old stuff and everything. And next thing I know, went to do the video and forgot to change everything, so it had no sound. But I had to kill reading them. I did it that way, and I went and took out reading his people. Had to abandon the planet because it kept getting attacked after I did it. I mean, I can post a video, but there's no sound to it. But we are now off planet. Already got the power core. I didn't stop and check on nobody else. I guess I probably could go back and do that before I did anything else. See if it'll let me go back. But yeah. Let me see what we got here. No, looks like we were going to where we're going. Alright, well. Oh well. Missing about half hour to 45-minute video. So, like I said, I could post it, but oh well. But I lost what's her face. Can't even remember what her name is now. That's pretty bad, ain't it? Gotta do my skills here. Alright. Got all them done. But I'm now getting ready to enter this big ship called the Groundbreaker. It's freaking huge, too.
Checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure.
That's not the point. This half would just knocked out one of my workers.
Well, did it
With
tickle?
the toss ball stick, I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
That's what there weren't no witnesses. What? Yeah, that is stealing. As soon as I'd steal, it happened. The same thing happened on the planet. I'd get attacked and die. So, better leave that one alone for a moment.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
That's only about the third or fourth dumbest line I've heard all day. I give it a 6 out of 10. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Go figure, huh?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Just the opposite. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations here. If I had to take a guess as to why, you probably riled up the wrong petty board bureaucrat, a man named Udom Bedford. You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of sand cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
I got to.
It means on your right side. Reckon you're from one of the planets. Word of advice. You see a door marked opens to vacuum? Stay clear.
Yeah, I hope it looks like it's got sound and everything. I see it move. Oh man, I forgot I just updated my graphics card. Better check all that, huh? Yeah, everything's working, it looks like. Yep. Alright. If not, I guess oh well.
That's not the kind of vacuum. You know what? Never mind. Open any door you want. The mess will take care of itself.
uh, uh,
You noticed, huh? They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they got to depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. You mean the heat? Sure, we could make them fix it. But what would they do in retaliation? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new groundbreaker and put us out of business. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
Alright, should take care of that for a minute. Alright. Bang! No, just kidding. Yeah, that would be crap.
Picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives.
Ritto's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular. Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway, and Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
I know she's in there, Mfuru.
Alright, so I do not remember which one we're heading to, but I think it's to talk to this asshole about the ship. Yep, that's what it is.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one...
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he? It must have been lost with Alex, then. One more tragedy to top the pile. Tell me, how did he die? You're quite right, of course. Best not to pry into such dismal things. Right, right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? That's... well, that's just terrible news. Oh, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
See, technically I did not lie. Because Alex did not tell me about whatever his name is, Phil's or whatever his name is. Wells. Phileas Wells, whatever his name is. Because I never met Alex. He was underneath the skate pod. Haha. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, cool. Now let's see what perks I got going on here. Uh, I'm looking. Alrighty.
Feels like I'm melting.
Wonder what's playing at the Bijou Review this week. Who'd I piss off to get assigned here?
Yeah, supposed to be you. Oh, I could not get shot instantly. Yep, I ain't got enough ammo to handle all these assholes yet. Hmm.
I know she's in there, Mfuru.
Chief wants to reduce board traffic, give tramp freighters more paths.
Are there enough tramps in Halcyon to make up the difference?
Take another look at that half-empty dock.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? We want a punch.
Hey, you got a second? Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by. I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by, just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Didn't work out so well for the last one. So, she had a dead ending. But I guess, whatever.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Go ahead,
Wow.
why not?
You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not going to regret this.
Alright, man, I gotta try to get some sleep or something. Looks like I'm tired. On the game, anyway.
Somehow, I always find my way back to the Groundbreaker.
Okay, so now you're fired.
Whatever you say, boss. I'll see you back there.
Warning, intruders will be... Oh, it's you.
What kind of crap you talking, dumb nuts? I gotta go upstairs, it looks like. Alright, see what we got going on here. Well, I guess so. Cool. Actually, let's get some of my stuff out of here. Good. Sure, put them all in there. Well, so that's pretty much done. If I can repair the crap, since I'm back on the ship, see if I can repair some of this crap. Don't worry about that though. Hmm. See if I can repair some of this other stuff while I'm here.
I like what you've done with the place. Kitschy collectibles are such a human inclination.
Yeah, a lot of work. Let's see what's up with you here, buddy. What do you have, huh? Yes, about time. There we go. Give him a good 9 hour sleep. Or, yeah, we'll give him about 8 hours. There we go. Like I'm thirsty. I know there's a time to sleep here. We must only be able to sleep on the ship. Might be another place or two. Alright, now I gotta get something to drink. Oh, wrong button. Alright. Water. Alright. Should be good to go. Oh, there's a picture of something or another. Must be dad or something. Who knows? What's going on here? Same thing. Yeah, so I think I can sleep about any of them. Yep. Alright, cool. What's up, bud?
Don't. Good to see you, boss.
Huh.
Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays. That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way. Stowaways ain't free. We were just as trapped as anybody else. We didn't belong in the system, but we still had to live in it. We still had to play by the board's rules. Imagine spending your whole life looking out at the stars and knowing you could never aspire to be anything more than a box hauler. That's what it's like. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on. Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. Exactly. I was only doing what any self-respecting Rangers fan would have done. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Former dock worker, anyway. That's all in the past now. I'm over it. And he's in recovery, probably. Oh, I can do civilized. Proper civilized, too. Genuflecting and everything. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives. That's just crazy talk. You know we'd never have a problem. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
Gotta talk about him too, the robot. Um, yeah, guess we are going back out.
Please avoid damaging yourself. Or others.
Alright, come on, bud, you can go with me.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh? My cargo's worth a lot of money.
Well, you probably should.
Come on, Slowpoke.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Ah, the old rest and go. All the luxury and comfort of a shipping container.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. Yes, dearie? Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that distress signal I told you about came from, and ferret out some tasty corporate secrets for old Gladys. Shouldn't be too tough for a fella like you, I'd think. What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom?
No, I just wanted to be annoying.
Groundbreaker's radiators. Been neither fine nor dandy for weeks now. Miss Junley's supposed to be getting them fixed, but the board's determined to get in her way. Chief Junley Tennyson. Used to be she was chief engineer before her mama passed, and she took the helm. She's neck deep in the ship guts by day, slap fighting with the board by night. Bit straight-laced for my tastes, but that's just her nature. She's fierce, too. A fighter. And between you and me, I think the fight's starting to wear on her. This heat problem we've got's gone unfixed for weeks. Can't say I know what the holdup is, but I'm sure she's trying her best. Go right ahead, sweetheart. Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence. Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess. Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board. That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss Junley. The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel. Like this heat business. Shameful. But it won't work. No, sir. Groundbreaker's free till the day she dies, law willing.
Okay.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
Yeah, so I gotta go get work then, most likely.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Alright, let's go see if we can go find what's-her-face.
Are you listening to me, Mfuru?
CNP Borsted Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borsted Baked Beans is the only one.
Oh, wait. I know what I was supposed to do. Hold up.
CNP Borst Pocket. Can be microwaved in 2.5 seconds. Borst Pocket.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear? You can't keep me out of there.
Something I can help you with? Not without dispensation from Chief Junley, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here. We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable.
Good on you, Doc. You don't want Cleo sinking their claws into you like that.
It's the board or the outlaws, I'm afraid. I'm beginning to wonder if perhaps the devilish board we know might be better than the pirates we don't. Take care.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Right. Oh. Alright. Chief Jure.
Following that series? The Hunt for the
Wimbrel?
The pirate ship? I don't go in for docu-series.
Was a time I wanted to be an engineer.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Ain't that always the way? So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard. Felix Millstone. Nice to see you out of docking bay. Keeping your nose clean?
Yes, ma'am. Been at least a couple weeks since my last nose-related incident.
Uh-huh. I'm glad to see you in a captain's custody. Just try not to steal any critical parts from my ship.
Hey, not in front of Miss Tennyson. Unless you're trying to get me tossed out the airlock.
I'd tell you to stay out of trouble, but I know you'll find it anyway. Whatever you do, just make sure I don't find out. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
All right.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the fall. The board would like to remind... Self-parading are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Mana. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed.
Good law, the heat in here is so unbearable I can hardly even concentrate.
I'm gone. Hey, bud,
Whatever you say, boss. I'll see you back there.
not armed and you ain't got no weapons. Here we go.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with...
Killed me, didn't he? Shoot me? So I left the other guy. Alright.
Hey, McRed,
I ain't got no other outfits, just this thing. I have to get some as well. Yes. Heck yeah, there we go. At least got it somewhat repaired.
you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now.
Fun time. Well, I do not have much to it.
Or you'll parley with the king.
Oh, got me. So they're a little bit stronger than I am at the moment. So... somehow I gotta get some stronger armor. That's right, we made it about 50-some minutes in. I'm probably going to call it as it is at the moment so you see what ship I'm on. I guess I can give you a little tour before I call it at the second. And then we'll figure everything else out in the next episode.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local port embassy.
Oh yeah. Heads up. This is what happens when you attack somebody on the ship. Alright, well, this is Redneck Cryptid, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next episode.